guys, I can't believe it. We finally made it to Finland. Here we are with our nice little house behind us. The new character and the new rifle, and there's a lot to talk about. I know that's not the trophy lodge. It's just you know, that the little underground cabin-y thing that was in the picture there. Just one of the cabins. But of course it's already sort of been spoiled out in the earlier images. So this video is going to be very informational. It's different than the last like DLCs that I've covered. I've covered them all. I've been in early access for all of them. This is the first one though, where I haven't really gone much into the map because I've been waiting so I could stream it. So a lot of the ooh and ah and look around at all the things, that's going to be coming on tonight's stream when we start up and do the story. So I'll be doing it like for the first time. I didn't want to like spoil it for myself before everybody else got the game. So just to get you up to speed here. Oh, and look, oh, the new Jeep skin, isn't that exciting? There's a bunch of stickers and everything on the back. Anyways, so tons and tons to go over. Oh, and just so you know, most of it will be like spoiler free and everything like that, except for all the basics in this little hut here. I'll probably show the very basics of the map, like the habitats and just sort of the size of it. I believe it's the size of Aurora Shores. Things like that. I don't even know anything about the story. So this first intro, we're just keeping it, you know, right down to as much information that I can give you without sort of maybe spoiling any kind of surprise when you want to load it up the map on your own. And if you do want to be spoiled, there's probably a dozen other videos that hit YouTube right here, like at the same time. So throughout all the content creators, no doubt there's going to be lots of coverage there for it. And but yeah, this video is going to be focused very much on all the different information and the free content that comes along too. So there's a big chunk of this update that you do not have to purchase the map to get, like the ammo changes. That comes free for everybody, and we'll take a look at some of that. So of course we're going to the patch notes update version 1.26. Lintukoto Reserve DLC is out now. Explore the enchanting beauty of this reserve. I'm not going to keep saying the name. From winding rivers to dense forests, and enjoy the new ammo change feature. Now I know there's been a lot of concerns with the map. Like it's been very hit or miss when people seen everything, like the species list, which we'll get into as well. But just so you know, right out the bat, there's a little reindeer in the background. It appears that they've sort of done model updates to some of these things. Like people were concerned about the links. To my knowledge, the links has been updated and looks quite good now. But yeah, I think the reindeer in the background had a bit of updates, and I think maybe it's transferred over to the caribou. Some of the info is still yet to sort of all figure out, because I am recording this ahead of time, so quite a few days ahead of time. So disclaimer, some of the stuff might change if they do an update between here and the release. I don't think they're going to do an update. I think this is indeed what we're going to get. But that was a big one, the links model and everything like that. I haven't seen one in the game personally, but we did have the like early access Discord chat, and people have been posting images. Okay, so let's take a look here, see what we can get into. So I probably won't read absolutely everything. We'll just kind of sum it up here. Just kind of sort of welcome to the reserve. It's based in Scandinavia. All sorts of wildlife and all that good stuff. You guys can sort of read through this. They do a bit of a bunch of things here, but we want to pick out a few things. The main character is Michael Anderson, 45 years old. Gives him a little bit of a background here, but that's it's kind of the story. You guys can kind of cruise through that. Down here, it kind of talks about some of the animals, right? So a unique blend of environments in this reserve. It is home to an array of wildlife, including stealthy northern lynx. So there's the new one. The mountain reindeer, which is classified as a new, like a new species. Even though it's very similar to the caribou, of course. Rare Arctic fox is another new one. And the majestic Eurasian moose. So, I believe those four are the new species, but there's one more. There's one more, and I think we're going to get down to it here in a second. So Michael's favorite animal is the moose, of course, here. So if we keep scrolling down, here should be the species list. I think they got the whole thing in here. So Arctic fox, new, brown bear. We get another map that we get to hunt the brown bear on. There is the Eurasian badger, which is always very hard to find in the Transylvania area. So it's here. There's the Eurasian moose, which is classified as a new animal because it's a different type of moose. So it's going to have different weights and stuff like that. And here's the hidden one, the agulo Eurasian wolverine. So that's definitely different. So we'll have to take a look here sometime soon. Probably on the stream tonight. Maybe we'll bump into one of those. We have the European hare and the European rabbit. Man, you can't have a map without the little hare and the rabbit. Fallow deer have made it. And I believe the fallow deer rare is still here. So if it's like a regular animal that's already been in the game for a while, I believe the rares came along with it. Not 100% sure. Actually, I could probably check quick. You know what? I can't even remember if fallow deer has a rare in the game. What do you remember? Yeah, we'll keep that one put aside for a second because my memory's bad with... They've got so many rare furs in the game now that I've sort of lost track of them now. But we have the gray wolf. Hopefully they've done a model update on that. I don't think they have, though. So gray leg goose, it makes a return. There's the mouflon, and then the new mountain reindeer. Here's the lynx. It's a lynx. And pheasant. Oh yes, the pheasant. The red deer is here, and I believe the red deer has an albino rare, and I'm pretty sure that is making appearance here as well. We have the red fox. It's on plenty of maps. We got the roe deer, so we can hear some squeaking on the map. And we have the wild boar, and you cannot forget the wild duck. The first thing everybody's going to be going for is that 5-star wild duck. Never mind all the rest of these. We got to get that 5-star wild duck. Okay, let's read the little blurb about the ammo change. You can change the ammo for the first time in Way of the Hunter to achieve the desired results during the hunt. Buy, equip, and take up to 3 ammo types for each weapon on your hunt. I'm going to pause for just a second, just so you guys know, this works like little pockets. So you have basically 3 pockets, and you can put one of each ammo type in there. Some firearms don't have 3 types. Some only have 2. Some don't have any additional. But if you like one ammo type the most, or if you just want, just the default or whatever, you can put the same ammo in every single pocket. So you can carry 3 of the same. Just so you know, because I don't think that's been said anywhere, and probably no one's noticed. But I was playing around with it, and yeah, if you like really like one type of ammo, you can just bring I think it's like 20 cartridges per pocket or whatever, and so you can carry 60. So during the hunt, you can switch between ammo types and equip new ones from the storage. The ammo selection for each type of weapon available in the game is broad. Hollow point, soft point, and a polymer tipped hollow points are available for your favorite rifles at various prices and with different muzzle energy and velocity characteristics. So I'm going to go into this like a lot more. There's going to be a second video coming out tomorrow, hopefully. It's going to be very, very much more in depth into the ammo changes. There's a lot going on here, and I definitely can't fit it all in like the very first video. So there's going to be a video dedicated to it. So, and it's probably going to have more good info than even this one. It's probably going to be more important to see that video than this. Yeah, you see how there's the 3, the hollow point, soft point, and the polymer tip. A lot of the ammunition comes with one of each. So that's basically your 3 categories, but not all of them. But that's sort of how they worked it out. They were trying to find one of each. So yeah. Let's see, where was I? Yeah, so they have different muzzle energy and velocity characteristics. The same applies to shotgun ammo. Here's a big one. This one's been needed for a very long time, where you can choose from multiple rifles, slugs, pellets, and buckshot ammo types. I'm going to be thinking that the shotgun is going to be everybody's secondary now. Well, unless you take the bow or whatever. Because you can carry slugs, buckshot, and pellets with you at the same time, so you just switch out. You can take that shotgun and just hunt everything with it. So finally, that's one of the biggest changes here. That's definitely going to change the way you can hunt. You can also buy and equip several models of bolts and arrows, including unlosable miracle points, fixed blade broadheads, and mechanical broadheads of various qualities. The ammo change feature can significantly influence your hunt experience and is available on all the maps. I haven't really played with much of the arrows. I was looking at them and all that. These basically change the tier of what you're shooting there. Also, the ammunition can change the tier. So there's some rifles that can be tier 4 and 5, like the 30-30. That's always needed a buff. So there's an ammo of the 30-30 that makes it a tier 5 instead of a tier 4. Things like that, and then others. Other rifles have ammo that brings it down a tier, and then kind of flexes like in between the same tier. So that's what that's all about. So let's keep going because there's going to be lots of time to get into the bigger details here. So this is bonus content for if you like actually purchase the reserve. So this comes free with everybody. But this one you get the companion skin. So it's called the companion. I got excited when I first seen this. I'm like, the companion? Is it a dog? Are we getting a puppy dog or something? You know, a little ferret that says on my shoulder. No, this is called the companion skin for the, that's what you see in there earlier on. This has got a bunch of bumper stickers on it and whatnot. Michael gets a second outfit, so if you don't own the outfit pack, you get the outfit with the map. He's got another little outfit there. You get the Model 700 CDL. People were wondering what the rifle, the new rifle is. So there's a new rifle. So Remington here, Model 700 CDL. It's in a 30-06. So now we have a 30-06 that's more accurate than the Springfield, because the Springfield's the least accurate. So I think they felt maybe they should get a more accurate 30-06 in here. Still pretty big hunter sense dot though. Oh, and there's a story bonus, a wispy shotgun. You do get another shotgun. But yeah, I've seen the image of it, but I definitely don't have it. So what else we got here? Owners of the reserve get several exclusive bonuses. The companion off-road Jeep, skin with a retro 70s look. A second outfit from Michael. Unlockable story shotgun with engraving and the precise Remington Model 700 CDL rifle, enhancing your gameplay with unique style and gear. This talks about the vehicle. I'm going to skip that for now. It's just advertising the vehicle skin. The Jeep's not any different than all the other ones. It's talking about his new little outfit. I haven't really looked at it, but it's the special outfit's the one in the image with like the white jacket or whatnot. I think it kind of looks kind of cool. This is just basically advertising the Model 700 CDL. You know, the satin finish walnut stock with a black foreign cap and a supercell recoil pad. You know, it's basically the brand and the marketing of it. And then this talk about the shotgun here. Well, let's read this because I don't know much about the shotgun that's in the story here. You can also own Wispy's shotgun, a unique 16 gauge. Oh, we got another 16 gauge shotgun engraved with a reindeer. As a reward for completing the story, the special weapon, which cannot be bought, is given based on your decisions throughout the story. Your choices determine whether Michael receives the exclusive shotgun at the story's end. It's up to you, Hunter, to decide, Michael. I must have skipped over this when I was reading. Now, I did hear that there's multiple endings to the story. Now, who's going to choose the ending where you don't get the shotgun? Okay, this is something I know very little about. Choose to determine whether Michael receives the shotgun. Huh. All right. Please look at the new features, improvements, and fixes, the updates, and let us know your thoughts on the Discord. So here's the patch notes. Like the official ones. There's probably a bunch of hidden stuff too. So there's the ammo change feature, there's the outfit, there's the vehicle, there's the story shotgun, there's the new rifle. Tweaked internal ballistics of slugs to better represent real life performance. I gotta investigate that. And then we have a few fixes here, just mule there and some other little things. I guess the war paint, the special exclusive war paint vehicle was slower than the other ones. I didn't notice. And there we go. We have a picture of Bo with like the little ammo change thing. Okay, so that was good and thorough through. So we got the ammo change talked about. We have the animal list revealed. This here's the trophy lodge. It's been in the images. This large kind of yellow house there sitting on the water. There's the wind turbines in the back. So when you start up, of course, you don't have to start the mission right away. or like the story right away. That's what that little symbol is. So you can just hunt. You don't have to worry about the story. You can sort of jump right in. So, you know, I'm not really going to worry about too much of a tour here. What I'm going to do now is quickly pop into the map. It's minimally revealed. I did go around and like go to each cottage thing and touch the map, so like I could see the description of it. I think I will. I'm trying to keep the spoilery stuff to a minimum, so I'm not gonna like run those little movies and stuff like that. But you know how it goes. You click on the little thing and it zooms out and tells you about the habitat. And but if you don't want to see the map, just kind of skip ahead like 2 minutes or something like that. But it's not very much. Basically, I just have just where I drove down the main road. So we're going to pop into it. I believe it's 64 by 64, which I think was Aurora Shore. So here it comes up now. Boom, here's the map. We're going to zoom right out here first. So there's sort of the size of it. As you can see, I haven't done anything but just drive to the cottages. And got all the little question marks because you get them when you do the little thing. So yes, we have 3 different areas. 1 private land, it looks like, right down here in the middle. So we've got these down in the corners and this whole thing. We have the swamps, which is what you start in there, and I guess the moose hang out all through there. So it's a big kind of chunk right down the middle. So that'll be interesting to hunt. We have a lowland forest, which is in 2 parts of the map. The top left here and in the bottom left. So this little cabin-y thing is in charge of both of these little areas, right? It's sitting in that kind of land. And then we have the highlands right here. And I didn't look too close at that. I guess that is all the highlands there is right here. You get a little corner. And then this one's called Highland Forest and Grasslands, which I don't quite get, because this is called Highlands, but this is called Highlands Forest and Grasslands. So it's like 2 biomes in one. I'm just going to nod my head and say, okay. But if you do pick up the map, go ahead and cruise around. So what are we at? Oh my goodness, 17 minutes. We're going to take a quick look at the ammo stuff, because a lot of people had a big question about that. So we are going to take a quick look at it. We're going to stroll through our little trophy lodge here. Well, kind of big trophy lodge. Now, I actually don't know where I'm going, because I think it's upstairs, but I'm just going to have a little peruse here real quick. Kind of like an intermission, a little breather. You know, between all the oh, look at this. We got here jam and everything. Oh, there's a little thing there. Yep. Okay. Oh, look at this room. It's kind of a little trophy room. Cool. So I think everything's upstairs, where the computer is to purchase. So let's go up there. Is there downstairs? Oh, there's no spooky downstairs in this one. Up we go. Another way out. I guess there's a balcony. So, you know, it's a good size. Lots of places to stick your trophies. There we go. Here's the office. I think the bed's in here. Yeah, we got that. And then you can... Perfect. So that's pretty much... That's not bad to navigate around. So you got a little computer. You got your storage. You can actually do purchases from both. So let's just... Oh, I don't want to touch the computer because I think that starts... I think you got to check an email. But let's go here because you can do the same thing from here. So... Oh goodness, how in the world am I going to explain this? So here's the new rifle. Here's the new rifle. We're going to just clear the scope off, and we'll use it as an example, I guess. Sure. Why not? So you're going to see 3 little slots underneath the little rifle here, and then there's a button down here to change ammo. When you push this little button, book, you get another little selection. So the 30-06 here has the trophy bonded tip Federal, and the Power Shock Rifle Federal, and another Federal Barnes TSX. So we got some brand item or ammunition here. It gives you the muzzle energy, both in foot-pounds and joules. Joules, of course, is what the game typically uses. And then you have the feet per second and meters per second muzzle velocity, and you have the grains. My first bit of advice here is you can use some of this, sort of. Like, it's probably accurate. I haven't had the time to, like, test absolutely everything. I have actually gone through every single ammunition to compare it with what the default used to be. Oh, heads up. This is the default here, and the unlimited. So you can just buy as many as you want, or you always have infinite. The defaults all got reworked as well. They all got reworked. So every single ammunition in the game is different. So that brings me to a 1 point here. We're gonna switch. I have to bring this up here before I forget. If we go over here, I'm going to use the 9.3 as an example. So in that little website thing that they brought out, like that ammo change preview thing, it said very clearly that if you're not interested in the ammo change stuff, you don't have to do anything. You can just hunt like normal. Everything will be the same or whatnot. You don't need to worry about anything. You have the unlimited ammo. You don't even need to worry about it all. Well, you kind of do, though, because a lot of the, like all the ammunition, like the unlimited default stuff, most of it has actually had a energy decrease, but it was kind of across the board. I'm going to get this more into this in the stream and also in my next video. And yeah, since there's still a few days before the game comes out, I haven't got all the answers that I need. So it's going to be one of those things where you stay tuned to the channel, because if the stream tonight is actually going to be the time that I have the most answers that I'm going to have, because today's video and tomorrow's video are all pre-recorded, of course, and the stream's going to be live, and at that time I'm going to have more answers. But just a heads up, that default ammo you've been using this whole time, a lot of it has had energy decreases, especially over distance. And just a heads up, like say your favorite rifle is the 9.3 right here. See down here that hunting tier is now 5-6. Well, if you go select ammo, well, I got to load it up here. Go here, select ammo. The unlimited free one, tier 5. So you just had a tier 6 rifle become a tier 5 rifle. So everything didn't stay the same. I don't think they did that to be sneaky or anything. They were just mainly implying that you just get unlimited ammo and wouldn't have to buy anything like that. But if that's a significant change. The bullet we're used to here from the 9.3. Yeah, it's there's a big change here. It's if you're shooting out to 300 meters with the 9.3, at least I don't think so. I have like this huge like notepad thing that I've been studying all. So I haven't been idle because I haven't been hunting the new map. But what I've been doing is I've been into the ammo changes and I've gone through them all and compared things. So yeah, I'm just trying to find my 9.3 here because yes, the default one, if you're doing a shot at 300 meters, which is definitely something we do with the 9.3, like 300 meters, it's hitting at half the energy that it used to at 300 meters. Like it's cut in half. So it's significant. So I wanted to get that out there before I forgot. We're gonna pop back to I'm just gonna clean up my rifles here. I always take the ammo out, the scope off. You gotta put your rifles away. You gotta put your rifles away correctly here. So we're just gonna bounce back to this guy and sort of continue on. But I was gonna forget if I didn't tell you that. But here you're gonna see polymer tipped hollow point. You're gonna see a soft point, and you're gonna see a hollow point. A lot of them are designed that way to give you the 3 different types, and then yeah, you can compare them down here. However, I haven't had enough time to really look at it. A bunch of us are going to be looking really closely at this stuff. But my first impressions is don't base too much off of this initial muzzle velocity and everything like that. They drastically change over the course of 300 meters. I was only practicing at 50 meters, 150 meters, and 300 meters. But out to 300 meters, there's significant changes here. And people were owning about the cavity damage profile. The cavity damage profile is different for each, but it's very minor as far as I can tell so far. Cavity's kind of complicated sort of to figure out, and that needs to be scienced a whole lot more. But it's not like a huge drastic change between hollow point and like polymer tip hollow point. And even with it depends. Some of them you can't even see the difference unless you're like looking right down into the like really close. But anyways, I'm getting off track. This is for stream talk and for the next video because I'm going on 25 minutes. Okay, we're gonna show you how to actually do this. So we're gonna load up one of each. So let's load up the polymer tip here, and then you select the other slot just like the you know, just like all the other equipment slot. We're gonna throw the saw points in there, and we're gonna throw the Barnes TSX hollow points there. So we're all equipped there. You can see that it's you can see which one's in the gun because it takes a 17 plus 3, and then these ones are not. So there we go. We have that there. If you want to buy the ammunition, of course, you go to the shop, and then there's a new tab, ammunition. And so if you want to see, basically scroll down here, you scroll forever. Everything's been fully 3D modeled and all sorts of craziness. And it kind of keeps going on forever. And you can see some of the prices. I should probably slow down for that. But, you know, this is what I bought here. But all the bullets come in like quantity of 20. And they range from, like if I go up to the top, you know, there's $20 or 20 gold doubloons for the 22. And then like the 223 starts at like 17.65, 17.65. The 30-30s, 15.65, stuff like that. It goes up into the hundreds. There's like the 200s. Here's all your shotgun stuff. The arrows, I guess, are really expensive. You only get 3 of them. I don't actually know too much about that. Maybe you recover these. I don't know. Actually, I don't think you do. But heads up there. That's pretty pricey, really. So I wonder if they're going to change some of that. But yeah, there's all the prices. Basically, you buy them here, and it gives you what quantity you have. Because I bought a chunk of every single. Let me see, I own 57 of these. And then, yeah. But you always get this unlimited up here. Oh, and there's a question there. People are asking if there's any other stuff. No. All the rifles are the same except for the one that we got. There isn't anything except for the story one. This is just the ammo selection. Gear's all the same. There isn't any surprise gear that I've seen. There's the chairs. The attachments. There's all the scopes we know and love. Here's the vehicles, of course. So there's the companion one. This is all the same. Unless there's hidden stuff I haven't seen. Here's the boundary stuff. So there's just the one down here, 4,500 gold doubloons. Yeah, so that is the store. Let's show you how you operate this new ammo. All right, here we go. Out we go into the field. I didn't even look. There's a shooting range. Maybe we peek off this way? I didn't even think of that till now. Maybe you gotta go unlock it. Oh well, it'll be a surprise. Just wondering if I can see anything. Okay, let's sit here. So basically, down in the bottom right, you have the letter P, the letter S, and the letter H. So that's polymer and saw point and hollow point. And the highlighted one, of course, is the P, the polymer there. And that's what you have ready to roll. So it works like normal. You just take your shot. And then you can reload and do everything like you normally would. Now, I don't actually know how to do this on console, but on PC, you actually hold down the letter R, and you're going to see a little arrow underneath the S, and then it goes to H, and it cycles. So the only way... I didn't actually see this pop up anywhere. You do get a little bit of a tutorial pop up, but maybe I didn't read the tutorial. But that's all I do is I hold down the letter R. So whatever your reload button, probably on console, you hold it down and the little arrow will bounce around. And you just have to stop it on the S. And it takes a second, and then he'll just change it out. So it ejects the round that's in there that he didn't want, but it's not at the super duper realistic point because he had 2 bullets in there and he only ejected 1. But it's still they're all modeled correctly, and it ejects the one that's in there that you don't need. So we can switch over to the hollow points. There he ejects, and the other 2 just disappear, I guess. But yeah, those bullets, they're all realistically modeled and everything like that. So that's essentially all it is you hold down the R and you can cycle through them, and then they will change your energy. So if we turn on the hunter sense, we can just kind of aim at this tree. Actually, I can't see. I should have brought a scope. The light. Is there like a dark spot where I can actually see the hunter sense dot? Way to go, Bumble. Way to plan. Way to plan. Because I just want to see like a quick little peek at the energy difference. Can I like shoot this ground over here? I don't even see a hunter. Oh, there's a hunter sense dot. I see it there. So we'll point there. This is about 3,700, so 3,760 or so right there. So 3,760, and then we can just switch out, aim at the same spot. And then we're gonna get, what are we gonna get? 3,850. Look at that. A bit of a boost there when you switch over to the polymer. Then we can switch over to the soft point. So you can adjust a little bit, right? Now this is going to take a little bit of getting used to it and to know, but that's what the next video is about. So this one's 65, just at 40 meters. But to give you an example of what happens in sort of the next video, is I'm going to go through my little piece of paper, and there's things like when I'm comparing them, I can sort of tell. Well, basically how it's going to end up, I think. This is what I think it's going to end up. Is you're going to have the three ammo choices. And so you're basically going to have one that is increasing the tier or hitting at the upper range of the tier. And then you're going to have one that either lowers the tier or is hitting at the bottom range of the tier. Then you're going to have one in the middle. And the one in the middle is the ammo that everyone's kind of concerned about because it might be useless. Because you're just going to use the most powerful one. And then if you don't want to hit the animal so hard, then you'll use the weaker one. And then there's going to be this one strange one in the middle that you don't really use. That's sort of my first impressions of it. But again, we got to look at it a lot closer. So I think that's how I'll close off the video. We'll go and I'll just like do one example. Maybe we'll look at the 30-30 maybe, because a lot of people were interested about the 30-30 since it's always had that recoilless ammo in it, and I always get losses. This is where I'm going. This is where I'm going here. Let's jump in here. Let's just go here, and we're gonna clean up our rifle, put it away correctly. And we'll go to the 30-30. Actually, we don't even need to go there because we do this in the store. Go to the 30-30. Right here. So here's the default one, so it's still free. And then these, of course, are all soft point, right? Because of the tube feeding. They just, it's a 30-30. It's all going to be soft point here. So you just have the three different kinds. But just to give you an example of what I'm going to be discussing, some of it on the stream and in the video tomorrow, is so this one right here, the default one, it's had an energy drop. It's actually weaker energy wise than at all ranges, at pretty much all ranges. Now at 50 meters and beyond, it's actually weaker than it was before. So a nerf, but a lot of them are this way. And then it kind of drops off fairly heavy, like you'd expect. So, just to give you a sort of example there. And then you have this middle one here. And then you have this Llewellyn's Bullseye 30-30. The Llewellyn's is, from my understanding, is just their made-up one. This one might be a bug because it's got Llewellyn's here and then it's got Federal in the box. So I'm not sure it needs to say Llewellyn's here. I'll show you what the Llewellyn's actually look like. I think this one's not supposed to say that. I don't actually know though. It doesn't make sense because they got Federal and Llewellyn's. But if you find actual Llewellyn's down here, they're all these like purple boxes, and this is like a made-up brand. And it's just kind of hanging around all over the place. Oh, these are all. They're kind of hard to find sometimes. But you'd be clicking around seeing Federal and Remington, and then all of a sudden you'll bump into this no-name brand or whatever. See, now I can't even find one. Oh, here, Llewellyn's right here. Yeah, so there's your 375 Llewellyn's there, and Remington, Federal, and then this one is a Llewellyn's as well. Yeah, so yeah, they got this own brand that they can, I guess, do whatever they want with, like make whatever bullets they want. Which raises the question: there's no 350 in here. because, oh yeah, right here, but it's free. It has no other bullets. And then they said they couldn't find like another manufacturer or whatever that they could use here, but they have their own made up manufacturer, so I don't know why the 350 you know, is getting left behind here. Oh, by the way, the 350 got nerfed to the ground. This is the worst rifle in the game now. So just just a heads up. Like, it's where's it on my little sheet of paper here? 350. It's basically you throwing a stone at like 300 meters. It's it's, I don't know if this is going to change or not, but the 350 is energy wise is significantly weaker than it was. I don't even know if it's a tier 6 anymore. It says it's a tier 6 out to 10 feet. Anyways, that's for the other video. See, I get so sidetracked. We were at almost 40 minutes. Okay, we'll kind of wrap that up. So we're going at the 30-30, just to sort of show here. So this would be, you know, your tier 4. Well, this one's actually easy to explain because then you get your tier 5. Down here, it changes to tier 5. Some of them, they don't. Like, it'll all be the same tier, and then you sort of have to figure out which one's the strong one and which one's not. Because you can't necessarily go right off of these numbers. Because I've had some weird stuff, right? Like, I can't remember what it is, what it was, but the weakest one was actually the strongest one, so there's some kind of funny business going on there, but we gotta get in that later. But typically, this is going to be for your tier 4, and then you have 2 tier 5s, and you're like, which one am I going to use? Which one? This one's kind of simple just because it gets stronger as it goes down. They don't all do that though. But this is going to be for your tier 5 hunting. This is going to be for your tier 4 hunting. And then this is going to be that weird middle one that you don't really know what to do with. Okay, so that is that. That is my brief breakdown of 40 minutes of the new map. Again, disclaimer, some of this could change, but I'll know on the stream tonight if you can swing by. That would be cool, and then we can sort it out. I don't even know what I'm doing, like if I'm going to start the story or whatnot, but I think I've covered everything. Yeah, so I guess we will leave it at that. I'll just do my normal thank yous here, because the channel, of course, is doing quite well. A lot of busy stuff going on there. We got the membership, we got the super chats and all that. So we're gonna do a little thank yous there, and then we'll sign off. We have, of course, the few members that have found my way to the channel there from Old Man Rums. Well, some of them are from Old Man Rums clan there, so that's cool. Yep, so there's a little bit of a list there for the members, and then got a bunch of supporters there from the super chats recently. Now, if you've done like a super chat or whatever in the meantime, and you're not up here, it's just because this is recorded and I haven't got to yet. So, but again, thank everybody for that. And I think we'll sign off here. So there, we got to make sure to thank all the helpers and thank all the viewers there that supported the channel all along the way. So yeah, I think we're gonna sign off. So hopefully you guys can check out some other YouTubers doing the breakdown of the map here, or maybe you already have, and then help make the decision if you want to do the purchase or not. There is a few bugs here or there. This video is not really like a review or anything like that, so do your little due diligence and whatnot. I currently don't think there's any massive game-breaking one. Do I have my rifle with me? Oh wait, before we sign out, I'm going to show you something. Okay, so if you hung around for a couple seconds, it's probably good to see this, because I don't know. At the time of the recording, I'm not even sure it's been reported or what's going on here, but there's issues with like the hunter sense dot stuff and the bullet things. So heads up, just keep an eye on this one. So you can see the hunter sense dot there out to like 400 meters or whatever. It's getting kind of funny because it disappears when it goes higher, and I haven't figured out why. Like, I can't get that back at range. So maybe they put some limit on it, that it disappears. Like, it doesn't seem to. It's like 500 meters maybe. So maybe there is a limit on it now. Maybe there already was, but that's actually not what I'm looking at. As you can see, I have a wind to my left, and this is the 30-30. So heads up, the wind isn't affecting the bullet. So if I shoot, it's going to go right down the middle. Oh no, that went to the... Oh no, that was the recoil that threw it off. But yeah, Oh yeah, it's just the recoil. It's not going to be able to, you're not going to be able to see it because of the recoil. And this is the recoilless ammunition. Oh, by the way, changing the ammo to different ammos doesn't change the recoil, so heads up there. It doesn't change the sound either. There's a few things. The next video, I'm going to go into all that. But yeah, right now, I've tried this on different maps and different rifles and everything like that. If you can actually see where the bullet goes, it lands right where the hunter sense dot is. And this is the 30-30, which is usually, it's only 5 meters per second wind, but it's not being budged at all. And the 30-30 gets carried all over the place normally, but it's every rifle. I've gone through them all. Well, not all, but most of them. Right now, I don't know, they've got the wind toggled off and forgot to turn it back on in terms of like ballistics and stuff like that. So heads up there. So there is a thing here or there. That's the biggest one I found. So it could be fixed by launch for all I know. It's just something to ask about if you made it this far in the video. Yeah, that one they're going to get fixed though, so I'm not really worried about it. There's a couple like where birds are doing the acrobatic thing in the sky. I think there's a couple texture things. If there was something really critical, I would have brought it up earlier for you. Because I'm not, as you, well, anyways, I'm not commissioned or anything to sell the map. But I just wanted to keep it fairly neutral, and just the first video, just here's the intro to it. Any kind of rants that I have to do, or rambles or anything like that, will be on the stream. And then the next video, keep an eye out for tomorrow because of the details on the ammunition stuff. Okay, so we'll turn it off now because, oh my goodness, 41 minutes. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Happy hunting. Take care. Here we go into a new map. See you later.